Paul, I haven't seen so many leaves. You only cleaned them up last week. Gosh, you want some coffee?
Yes, I'd love some. Thank
Okay.
you. Oh, you know, I think this little one here imports all the leaves from the next door neighbor's yard, and then as soon as we sweep them up into big piles, she jumps at it and scatters them all over the place.
Oh, didn't they have leaf piles when you were a kid?
Well, they weren't the same as the ones you have here in Scotland. We have pine needles, which are not very comfortable to jump in.
Ouch. No, I shouldn't think so. Move up.
Come here. Oh! Thank you.
It's cold, huh?
Cold.
Mmm.
It's hot, isn't it? Sorry.
You know, I think I'm going to write to the United Nations.
What? What about?
Well, I really don't think Americans should be the only ones who get to celebrate Thanksgiving. I think everybody all over the world should stop, as I do every day, and look at my wonderful wife and my wonderful little stepdaughter. Look around at the great friends that we have and this beautiful earth that we live on, and we should offer gratitude to our Maker at least once a day, I think.
That's the least we can do. And you're right, we should do it once a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that does sound like a good idea.
Sounds like a good idea.
Can I write one too?
I don't see why not. The whole town can write one. The more the merrier, I think.
All right, but before we start on all this correspondence, we've got to get the room ready for tomorrow.
And I think I'll put mine.
We should leave in the book? Yeah.
Mommy,
Oh.
Thanksgiving is for families, right? Mainly.
Well, I mean, yes, but it's for everyone. But families have more to be thankful for, as I see it. Right. You want to ask your daddy here tomorrow?
Please, Mommy.
I think so. I think your daddy should be here. I think we should have a whole house full.
I've already asked Andy and Susie.
Yeah, and Dr. Avell's coming with them.
And Sean.
Yeah.
But it's going to be an awful lot of people. It's going to be an awful lot of work.
We can do it.
We can.
Yes, because this is going to be the best Thanksgiving we've ever had.
Ooh.
I'll say that.
Strangle.
It's not a big party. It's just the Lavery family's Thanksgiving Day dinner. A few friends, and they certainly are planning on having you there.
Well, sounds like it'll be lots of fun. Thank you.
Oh, no. I wish Tiffany had told us she was going to Europe, Sean. Or we're going to miss her. But don't worry, you still be in till 1 o'clock, okay? Yeah. Listen, Robert is expecting to get back from New York, but, okay, well, you just let him know that Robin and the rest of us are expecting him. Okay, bye-bye then. And how do you end up think? Let me inspect. Oh, hello. Okay, now listen, I've managed to get Felicia, Clan, and Sean, and hopefully Robert, I'm not sure yet.
Well, it's a bit tight squeeze. Remember, we can only 8 people around that table.
Yeah, you're right. Can't we just squeeze around, maybe?
12 people? Why don't we make it a buffet? It will be much better for carving and for serving, too.
That's a very good idea.
Yeah, and then we can invite more people.
Yeah.
More people.
Yes, I really feel sorry for Jake. He's not going to have much of a holiday without Bobby here. Wish we could help in some way. It would have helped if the PI office had managed to locate Bobby and Melissa.
You can't blame yourself for that. I know the time and the care you put into that case.
I know, but Jake, he's just going crazy. He doesn't know where she is, and she just call.
Bobby's a very competent woman. She can take care of herself. I'm certainly not worried about her.
Yeah. Well, I still feel bad for Jake.
So, gentlemen, what were the test results? I would like to know.
Oh, hi, Daddy. What are you doing here?
Oh, what are you doing here? I came by to see Simone.
Well, we had to meet Anna, and I wanted to show Robin how neat pediatrics were. Oh, and guess what?
What?
She didn't even know that it was my favorite place to visit.
Whoa. The way these kids talk about the hospital, it sounds like such a happy place. It makes me feel like it's time I got ill again.
Well, satisfied customers are what we want.
Will you come down to my ward with us? The nurses and aides would love to meet Andy, Matt.
Well, I reckon I can manage that.
Andy, we could talk a little bit later, maybe?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to talk. But right now, I got a little girl business to attend to. Come on.
Let's go.
Don't look so... Everything's going to be okay. I'll see you a little later.
Okay. Here we are. Oh, dear. Well, I am very impressed. People are so kind, aren't they?
Yes, they are, but sometimes it takes the holidays to remind them. Thank you.
Jake, would you help me? I just goofed.
Oh, sure. What can I do?
Well, this was supposed to be a box for a family of 9, and I think I overdid it just a little.
Can't lift it, huh?
No.
You take all 9 children to lift this box. Well, we'll just split it up and make separate boxes. Oh, goodness, where is my head? I brought this letter for you from the brownstone. I'm sorry, I'm just not thinking.
That's okay. I got it sooner than I would if I would have gotten it. What is it?
It's got a return address on it from the WSB. Who do you know, by the way, from the WSB?
Frisco, give it to me.
You win the prize! Here you are. I like yes, green beans and peas.
I wish you two would reconsider and come over to us for Thanksgiving dinner. I hate to think of you alone, you know.
No. I think Ruby and I both agree. Without Bobby around, Thanksgiving's kind of a contradiction of terms.
Unless, of course, she happened to come through the door between now and tomorrow night.
Which is looking less and less likely, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, well, I better be going because I've got to get my place ready for tomorrow.
Okay.
Where's Audrey?
Right over there.
Audrey. I want to say thank you, and I've enjoyed it.
Oh, if you like this, you're going to love Christmas.
Oh, count on me. I'll be here.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Now listen, don't forget what I said, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, Anna.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
You know something? I'm having second thoughts about Thanksgiving dinner. I mean, it is terrible missing Bobby, but we do have a lot to be thankful for. Friends and all this food we're going to deliver tomorrow.
Sounds like you want to have a festive day after all.
Well, I mean, we can't crash in an Anna's party with all of us. So I'll tell you what. Hey, everybody, we're going to have open house at Kelly's tomorrow for all the volunteers.
All right.
Oh, I'd find you here.
Hey, mate. Got a late flight back last night, and I just thought I'd, call in and get a bit of work done.
And forget it was Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and figure. So right.
Mm-hmm. Anna had an idea that you're going to screw things up today, so she asked me to bring over a change of clothes for you.
You know, without question, you and Anna are the two most perceptive people in my
I already
life.
know that. What are you doing?
Well, I spoke to Taylor Clayton's lawyer in New York. I want to run a check on some of the information out.
Anything interesting?
Well, yeah. A nice juicy reason that gives Autumn a motive to want to snuff out Herbert Quartermaine.
There we are. Oh, these won't stand up. There. What do you think?
Well, come back and look at it. Here.
Are we going to stay?
Yeah,
Oh, look at that.
Careful, look.
Where do I put this on now?
Looks great.
This place looks so fascinating.
Over there.
Right here. Oh, very beautiful. All right. Now, the turkey is cooking. So I'm going to give each one of you half an hour to do your thing, as we say in America. Eh? So who goes first?
Who goes first?
Me. I'm going to make my very famous Scottish fish dish.
famous?
It's very famous, yeah.
Scottish fish dish. I don't know about this.
Well, as soon as I make it, then it will become very famous. You'll know all about it.
Well, I've done my English trifle, so I'm all finished.
Well, my kiwis are all set, and they're all sliced and cut and all ready for Daddy.
Well, that's the Australian touch, right?
Yes.
Are you going to make an Italian touch to this dinner?
Oh, no, no. I've been in this country long enough to go strictly pilgrim. Oh, but I am glad I have my pots and pans because I know what each one does right.
Okay, well, I'm going to get into the kitchen and get started.
Well, can I help you?
Oh, well, I would appreciate that. Why don't you run in and get your apron on? Go on.
Put your apron on, darling. And wash your hands.
Oh, I'm a very happy man, you know.
Oh, I'm very happy.
But you haven't thought about work once today.
Nope. I just thought about my lovely family.
Give us a kiss.
Kiss, kiss.
Oh, Autumn.
Do you see what your plan is doing to this family? Your own flesh and blood?
All I'm asking is a little satisfaction.
Well, what about me?
Well, what about you?
Well, your plan is keeping me here in Port Charles, too. If you stay, then I have to stay.
Well, please try to be patient.
I'm afraid of what more Robert Scorpio will discover.
Oh, I do hate to see you upset like this, but, well, maybe you should leave Port Charles.
Without you?
Yeah?
No, I couldn't do that.
Well, perhaps you should.
Well, after all that you've done for me and for my father, I can't.
Oh, you poor dear child.
Bertie.
So, the bottom line is that Autumn's father took the fall for Herbert.
Yeah, but why did he do it?
For $500,000.
Oh, Herbert must have been pretty desperate to pay that much.
Well, he didn't stay desperate for too long.
What do you mean?
As soon as Taylor died, he took the money back.
But actually, that money should have gone to Autumn.
Should have.
You know, Robert, this thing gets deeper and deeper, doesn't it?
Yeah. Motive 1, revenge. What Herbert did to her father. Motive 2, hatred. What he did in keeping her father away from her. Motive 3, the stealing of the money that Herbert gave her father to take the rap in the first place.
Do you think Herbert could have sunk that low, though?
I think he's getting lower all the time.
Are you sure all this is true?
Sure as I can be. Yeah, I got it from the lawyer in New York, and yeah, I feel it's true.
All right, then the big question is...
Does Autumn know what Herbert Quartermaine did to her and her father?
All right. Well, I just hope that you and I can get so deeply involved here that you forget that we're due at Anna's for Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, not a chance, mate.
Right.
Will you get that?
Yeah, I will. Hey, Simone and Susie. Thank you. Come in.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Hello.
Let me take your coat.
Hi.
Let me take this.
Oh, yes.
Hi, Robin.
She'll be there as soon as that coat's off.
Let me
Let me take yours.
Oh, this smells delicious.
Thank you.
What is it?
Thank you.
Oh, secret recipe from New Orleans, courtesy of grandmother. Hope you like it.
Thank you very much.
She's not going to get in the way in there.
No, don't worry. Philomena's a very gregarious cook. She likes to be watched.
Good.
Shall I take this from you?
Yeah, thank you.
It's a bit hot.
Where's Andy?
He's at practice. I think he should be here soon. Narika was saying he was probably watching some tapes, I think.
Well, I hope he makes it. I'll take this into the kitchen before it gets cold. It smells good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it smells lovely.
I will be back.
Would you like to sit down? Can I get you something?
No, I'm fine, thank you. Just left the house.
Are you all right?
What?
Well, excuse me, but you just seem preoccupied.
Oh, I hope it didn't show in front of Susie.
No, she's happy. She does. Is it Andy?
Well...
Oh, if it's none of my business.
No, I can tell you. I don't know if you've noticed that Andy hasn't been feeling very well lately.
No, I haven't noticed.
He's so good at covering it up. You know how it is if someone's not well and then something happens to them on top of that? It's not very good.
Mm. Well, what's wrong with him? He looks healthy.
Well, that's the thing. He's fooling everybody. I'm so glad that the coach benched him for this game. I hope he benches him for the whole season. I can't feel comfortable unless I know really what is going on inside of him. Don't tell Jim.
No, don't worry.
Hi, well, as soon as we finish in the kitchen, we can watch this great Thanksgiving parade, and then all of our other guests will arrive. Do you think Robert made it back from New York?
Oh, I hope so. Robin's counting on it.
Oh, that's an improvement.
Ah, thank you very much.
You know what I'm looking forward to?
Tell me.
Watching all those football games with Andy. He'll give us a real insight of what we're watching, huh?
That's right. Yeah, you know, I never thought of that. You're right. But listen, why don't you go on ahead of me, and I'll...
Oh, wait.
No, come on.
Wait a minute.
Sean,
No. I promised Anna that I would bring you. Now, she knows how you forget things when you get deeply involved with the case, so I'm not leaving here without you.
Look, I can't sit around and pig out on a turkey when I have this thing bugging me at the moment.
All right, what's bugging you?
Wondering whether Autumn knows what Herbert did to her father.
Well, you're certainly not going to get the answer to that from the computer.
That's true, but if I go to the Quartermaines, at least I can confront her with the facts.
Oh, come on, it's a holiday. It's Thanksgiving.
Well, listen, murder doesn't take a holiday. Good movie, that, and neither do I.
No, wait a minute. Now, what has this got to do with the murder of Herbert's housekeeper and Pritchard's death?
Look, the police can look after Pritchard and Sanford's death, but Herbert Quartermaine is my property.
Yeah, but he's alive and kicking.
So far. If ever a guy was targeted for a murder, it's probably him.
Oh, wait a minute. You are really certain about all this?
Yes, I am.
All right. I won't give you an argument then.
Well, thank you.
But I'm also not going to let you out of my sight, at least not until I get you over to Anna, anyway.
Well, I intend to go to the Quartermaines.
Fine. I'll go with you then. Well, there's something at stake over there. Actually, it's over with, but, you know, I can hardly wait to see Edward and Ellen's face when they find out that I was Herbert's ally in a very successful business venture.
I'd watch my step there if I were you.
Oh, I don't know. I just like to see them squirm a little. Not my favorite people, nor Herbert's either.
Tell me, exactly what do they think of Herbert?
I wouldn't even begin to guess. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Should be an interesting afternoon. Along with the turkey dinner, of course.
And now comes New York's finest mounted police.
Oh my gosh, look at how even they are. I know. Would you like to own a horse someday? Or a pony, maybe?
Popcorn?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, will you thank Philomena when you see her? Could you maybe turn that down a decibel or something?
Oh, sure.
What's wrong with Simone?
Oh, I don't know. She's worried about Andy.
Oh, look at that.
But don't say anything in front of the children. Maybe you can get her to join in and watch TV or something, eh?
Okay.
That's a neat. Didn't you see them advertising?
Hey, Simone, what do you
I saw them
think of
advertising.
parades?
Oh, that one in New York, I missed it a lot. I used to go see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simone, do you know where Daddy is?
He should be here any minute, Pumpkin. Oh.
I just wish I knew what was wrong with him lately.
Isn't this a busy time of the year for footballers?
Yeah, but he's usually excited during the season. But not now.
No, professional football is some serious business.
Yeah, but he's never been so serious.
I guess you have good days and bad days, though.
Well, I'll get it.
Never know.
Andy, come in. How are you?
Look at that. Daddy, I knew you'd make it.
I knew I'd make it, too.
Come on and watch the Thanksgiving parade. Oh, can we turn it up a little?
Yeah, all right.
Oh, look at
Can I fix you something, Andy?
Yeah, something would be fine. Any kind of day.
Okay.
There's little bits and pieces to eat if you get hungry.
You're in pain, aren't you?
No. It's just a stitch in my side.
Andy, don't lie to me.
Look, I'm feeling fine. Okay.
As your doctor, I don't even think you should be here today.
What, and spoil Thanksgiving Day for my little girl? There's no way. Besides, baby, I told you I feel fine.
Yeah. Did you practice today?
No. I watched practice today on the bench.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to hear.
Okay.
At least you're not playing ball. Okay.
Yeah, well, let's go listen to the girls.
Hey, girls.
Yeah, can I come?
Good.
Popcorn. Yeah, popcorn.
Is it really so hard to admit that I'm smarter than you are?
Hogwash.
You don't have to believe it, Edward. Just admit it.
Oh, well, if you put it that way.
Mr. Scorpio and Mr. Donnelly.
Howdy, partner. Partner?
What? Were you in with him on this?
It was you who helped Herbert beat us?
Listen, something rather important's come up, and I think you should know about it. Now.
It took two of them. It took two.
You want to talk about this here, or can we go somewhere else?
Two, John.
There's got to be something to take.
anticipated.
Very well, Lee.
Hi, do you want a walnut here? Walnut?
Mm.
Thank you.
Get
You
hot.
have that.
It's candy.
Well, hey, where's Roberto? Where is Sean?
Oh, well, they'll be here soon. Don't worry. You need some help in the kitchen?
No, but anyone who wants to come to the kitchen will be more than welcome.
Okay.
I'm coming. I got this great dish. Wait till you see it.
I guess there's some things I should be doing, too.
Need any help, just yell.
All right.
Look for a football game or something?
Why don't we do that a little bit later, huh?
Okay.
Thanks.
Well, why don't we go help my grandma in the kitchen? Well, I'll be right back. I'll see you later.
Bye-bye. Don't get in the way of there, you two. Well. Hey, sit down. Thanks. Well, I got a minute alone. I wanted to ask you a question. What's that? You know any other Scotsmen in Port Charles? From the countrymen of mine? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Why'd you ask? Yeah. Excuse me. Look, I want to ask you about that again, so it's kind of important to me. Sure. Thanks a lot. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm on the way. You better. Good. I mean,
Oh, I'll get it.
oh, thanks, love.
I know it's good. Wait, I'll get it.
Be careful.
No. Daddy, Sean!
Just me. Sorry.
Hello.
Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, give me a hug. Oh. Oh, that feels good. Okay, close the door. It's cold outside. Hello. Hi. Hi.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Hello. Happy Thanksgiving.
You have to forgive her. She's waiting for Robert. I noticed. I don't know why he's so late. I don't know what's keeping him.
Well, he's due back from New York this morning, isn't he?
Working on the Quartermaine case?
And working on investigation of Autumn Clayton.
Oh, my favorite person.
Yeah, was he quite a mystery?
I'm not surprised.
Well, she's not going to have a secret to her name when Robert gets through with the investigation. He's determined to uncover every detail of her past.
Hmm. He wasn't so thorough when we were looking for the missing poodle.
Are you hungry?
I can't imagine why.
Are you hungry?
He should be here, though. He shouldn't be working on any case. I don't know where he is.
Are you good? Be careful. Don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall. You don't want to be... Let me go. I'll help you.
We should keep us going till Robin and Sean get here, if they ever get here, that is, of course.
Coming out of your head. Now,
Mind that plate. The plate's hot.
It looks delicious. Help yourself. Thank you. Don't mind it. I do.
well, I'm going to hold off. You know, you should really save some room for dinner.
No, I think I'll be able to manage to fit 1 or 2 slices of turkey.
Mm-hmm. How about 1 or 2 extra servings of what I brought, because I made it just for you.
Oh, Simone. You know, you never cease to amaze me. What? There's no end to your talents, is it?
Stop. You're just in a good mood today. But
Yeah.
I'm glad. I thought you'd be a little down because you got benched.
Well, it comes with the territory. Anyway, what else are we having for dinner?
Hey, why are you changing the subject like that?
Because I am bored about talking about dear old Andy.
No. You love football. Stop worrying about the future so much, huh? Tony Jones is a superb doctor, and he'll have you back in great shape in no time. Look, even if worse comes to worse, you can still get another job, Andy. On or off the field, you have so much to offer. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
You know where Robert is?
No, I have no idea.
He's working on that Quartermaine case. He can't spend a few hours just with his family on Thanksgiving.
We made a deal, remember? Your work stays at the office with or without Robert. Let me stick to that.
Yeah. What do I do without you?
You could probably run all the way over to the Quartermaine mansion with your partner. That's what you did. So come on, forget it. Back to our friends. Come on.
Right, I would. Oh.
Here, folks.
Did you ever hear of a man's dying wish being to bankrupt his own family? What kind of a man would steal from his own blood?
Well, you'd have done the same thing if you'd have been clever enough to think of it.
I think my father was a saint, don't you, Betsy?
Oh, absolutely, darling. Good as gold.
Of all people, for Herbert to pick as an ally.
Figured I owed you one.
I hope you also figured on gaining an enemy for the rest of your life.
Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last.
Look, can't you two do something else except argue with Herbert and Sean?
What do you suggest we do? Change our name so we don't have to be associated with that pair?
No, I suggest that you do as Herbert has requested and apologize to him. That way you will get your money back. And if I were you, I'd be down on my knees begging.
Beg? A man like that? I'd kill him first.
That's exactly what he deserves.
Well, that does it. I had hoped Actually, I'd pray that you would come to your senses. But no, you've got to wallow in your self-pity, blaming everyone else for your problems. Well, if that's the way you want it.
Look, Herbert, they're not themselves.
No, well, then somebody ought to teach them a lesson. My will has left you $50 million each. Now, I want to go on record right now as saying, in front of all these people, that you're not going to receive 1 cent.
Bertie, where are you going?
Well,
Well, let me help you.
No, that's all right. You stay here among all these, all this pleasant company.
Come on, we can't have a discussion here.
Look, where are we going?
To a real Thanksgiving.
What about our talk?
It'll keep until I've reminded myself what this day is truly all about. Sean?
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Bye-bye.
Sean and Robert, see you next.
Should be good.
They're not here, are they?
No, there's no word from them either.
Okay, well, we're going to start dinner. With or without?
I'll tell Philomena. Okay, Philomena. How many?
Oh, listen. I got an invitation from Lucy Kay inviting me to this posh hotel or something for a reception.
Even every other important woman in this town.
Oh, so she's really pulling out the stops, is she? Can't wait to go.
I still can't believe Tony married Lucy. I don't know what got into him.
Love is a very mysterious thing.
No, it's not love. She cast a spell on him. The wedding never should have taken place.
There's nothing you or any of us could have done.
Frisco could have stopped it cold. He should have been there for his brother. There's no excuse for that. Sorry.
What's the matter?
No, well, I just don't want to talk about it. It's a holiday, and I don't want to spoil it.
It's really getting to you, isn't it?
I got a letter from Frisco's WSB boss, and he said that he was on a special assignment.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think Frisco thinks he doesn't have a wife anymore.
I wish there was something I could say.
So do I.
Frisco just loves the excitement. There's Robert, Sean, they're all the same.
I'm not married to them. I have some needs, too. Doesn't that count?
Yep, marriage is all about give and take, and you're being neglected right now.
Seems like Frisco's married to the WSB. You know, it would be a lot different if it was a woman, and then maybe I could compete with that, with fire, but it's not. You can't compete with a lifestyle.
Well, I don't think it's that drastic. I mean, I think it's because you're missing the person you love, and especially now because it's a holiday.
No, I miss him more and more all the time. I don't know how much more of this I can take.
Okay, everybody. Soup's on. Come help yourself.
Oh, it's great. Dad, wait a minute. I heard a car. They're here. About time.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Well, thank you. It's what's left of it.
Well, I'm sorry we got delayed.
Oh, yeah. Well, is Robert with?
Yeah, he's right behind me.
Oh, good. Because I was beginning to think that perhaps he wasn't going to come. Perhaps we'd got caught up with...
Well, actually, Anna...
Happy Thanksgiving. Sorry I'm late.
Yes.
And I've brought another body with me.
Well, that's fine. There's plenty for everybody. It's up... Turkey's just was served, so why don't you go in and eat some?
Good, right. Good. Well, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Hey! Sorry we're late.
This is going to be a Thanksgiving to remember.
Yes. Whoa. Hello.
He hasn't left her side since they got here.
It's a man with a mission.
Obviously.
No, I don't mean that kind of mission. I think what Robert's trying to do is show Autumn how a loving family celebrates Thanksgiving.
Why didn't she celebrate it at the Quartermaine?
Are you kidding? That place is like a war zone over there. I've never seen so much backbiting and exhibition of greed in all my life. When Robert and I showed up, Autumn was, well, she was looking like she wanted to crawl into a hole and disappear.
Yeah, I guess it must be pretty miserable over there right now.
I feel sorry for her in a way because I don't think she's ever been part of a close-knit family. This girl needs a lot of love.
Maybe she's found it.
Oh, come on.
Excuse me, let's grab some coffee.
Hey, Duke. I got some business I need to discuss with you.
What kind of business, Andy?
Strictly confidential, but I'm sure I can trust you.
You in some kind of trouble?
In a way. Look, man, this is my last season in pro football.
Really? You're retiring young. I thought you were just at the peak of your career.
I want to be able to walk off the field. You know, most guys make the mistake of trying to play that one last season, not me. But look, man, I'm concerned about my little girl, Susie. I want to make sure that she never has to worry about money. At least until she can earn some on her own.
Oh, I can understand you being concerned about her.
Right now, if anything were to happen to me, Susie would be hurting financially, and I got to change that.
What do you have in mind?
By placing a bet on next week's game.
That's pretty risky, isn't it?
But I know I can win big. Will you take my action?
Well, I take it. No, I don't. Not bookie.
That's not what I heard.
I think you heard wrong.
Look, dude, it is common knowledge that bets are placed at your club all the time.
Angel at one time may have run a nickel and dime pool game, but that's been cancelled. Whoever gave you information gave it wrong. Yeah, you were very wrong, excuse me.
Oh, this is delicious. Absolutely delicious. Pumpkin,
It was wonderful, but I don't think I could eat another thing.
Let me get
I'm really glad you don't have a game or something today.
Yeah, I think I probably wouldn't be able to get off the bench. I feel like a pig.
Go steal those chips from them.
So, had enough?
Oh, yes. It was wonderful.
Good. Listen, why don't we, have that little chat now? Perhaps we should step outside. This is the sort of discussion that should be held around others.
Well, 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 look who's come to dinner. Oh, Alan, you've decided to join us after all.
No, I'm just getting some food for Father and me. When he leaves, we'll return.
Father?
What happened? Daddy! He's still alive, but just barely. Let's get him up to his room.
I want to thank you for a wonderful afternoon. It's so strange to be with a family that doesn't fight.
Yeah, well, your family does more than just call each other names over the dinner table.
Okay, let's have it. What are you dying to tell me?
Well, I know the truth about your father.
Well, I know all there is to know.
Do you?
Of course. I mean, what do you think I haven't heard?
Do you know that your father was not, in fact, a crook? Do you know that Herbert Quartermaine was the embezzler? And that your father took the fall for him? Do you know that?
No. It's crazy.
I take it you've not, in fact, heard this before.
No, I haven't heard it before. I mean, who would invent such a fairy tale?
Well, it gets better. Herbert Quartermaine paid your father $500,000 to go to prison for him. When Taylor Clayton died behind bars, Herbert took the money back.
No. No, that's not true.
You see, your so-called generous benefactor is nothing more than a double-dealing old... you know what. He's used you, and he's used your father. And with friends like that, you really don't need any enemies.
Look, I know what you're up to. That ridiculous story couldn't be further from the truth, but you buy it, don't you? And what's more, you think that I've been in on this from the beginning.
That's what I'm trying to determine.
So this is just one more guilty secret I've hidden from you, is that it? Just one more lie to add to your collection. You think I'm the killer.
Oh, don't listen to me.
Get your hands off me.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Bertie because he'll tell me the truth.
Let me take you there.
No.
Listen, you're not going to confront him without me with you.
Look, you just leave me alone, okay? Just leave me alone.
Hey, what's it? Oh, we haven't seen these ones. You want to see these or don't you? And don't take them. Okay, look, let's look.
Will you listen to me?
You've said enough. What's the matter? May I
please use your phone? Yes, of course.
No.
I am calling a taxi.
You're not going
Look,
anywhere.
don't tell me what to do.
Look, can we talk about this?
I am not listening to any more stupid stories.
Will I make something like this up?
I wouldn't put it past you.
Quartermaine, it's the truth.
Oh, really? So then I'm a liar?
Yes. Well, no. I mean, well, it's not quite that simple.
Oh, yes, it is. Only you will not accept it.
You're denying the facts here.
The fact here is that you have had it in for me from the beginning.
I have.
Now you have really
I
gone
have proof.
overboard. Well, if you don't back off, I am calling the police.
Then be my guest.
Darling, I think it's time that you got small pumpkin pie from the kitchen, okay?
Try to do the right thing. All right, make your bloody phone call, all right?
That does it. Excuse me, could we just take a walk, please?
Where are we going?
Neutral ground. Guess you could say this is really our first Thanksgiving together, you know. New family, new house. Today's very special.
I could tell. You all seem to enjoy each other's company so much.
Well, we've had our fair share of fights, too. I think it's part of growing closer in a way.
Well, in that case, Robert and I should be best friends.
What did he say that upset you so much when you went outside?
Maybe you should ask him.
I'm asking you.
Well, you're his partner, his friend. Who are you going to believe?
Why don't you try and convince me?
Well, basically, Robert told me that my benefactor, the man who has done more for me than anyone, is a liar and a crook.
Herbert Quartermaine?
Yes. Robert claims that Bertie embezzled money from his own company and paid my father, Taylor Clayton, $500,000 to go to prison for him. After Father died, supposedly, Bertie took the money back. So, according to Robert, my father's estate was cheated out of $500,000.
And subsequently, you were cheated out of the money, too.
Well, that's not all. Robert is convinced that I have known about Bertie's double dealing all along. I mean, he thinks that I have lied to him about that and about God knows what else. He even suspects that I am the one trying to kill Bertie.
Out of revenge?
So you do agree with him? I knew it.
No, I don't agree with anyone, Autumn. And I'm sure that Robert hasn't closed his case either.
He has locked the door and thrown away the key.
Oh, I know sometimes Robert can come on very strong. But he's the fairest man I know. And he will give you every chance to clear yourself if you just talk to him.
Robert only hears what he wants to hear.
Robert only hears the truth, and he will get it one way or the other. So why don't you just make it easier for both of you?
I'm sorry about that scene with Autumn.
Yeah. Well, you two seem to go at it pretty regularly. Tell me, is it love?
Well, more like hand-to-hand combat.
I think that's the same thing, isn't it?
I've got to say that Autumn does make life interesting. I mean, just when I think I'm getting a line on her, she'll go out and do something, and suddenly I'll realize that I don't know very much about her at all.
Excuse me. Oh, Tom, hello.
Oh, hello, Duke.
What brings you by?
Well, I just stopped by to see Simone. Is she still here?
No, she left us a while ago with Andy.
Well, she didn't go home with him.
Well, I really don't know. Why don't you come in and telephone and see?
No, I won't disturb you any longer. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Well, there's another couple that don't exactly seeing eye to eye. I think Simone's giving Tom the runaround.
You know, what is it? Are women born with the ability to do that to men, or do they learn it somehow?
I don't know, just when you feel that they're telling you the truth, there's a little bell goes off in the back of your head and you ask yourself, what really are they thinking?
You know, it's almost as if they can see right through us. You know, and when you have all the facts in the world at your fingertips, it's still not enough to convince them that you're right.
So are women, do you think, mysterious by nature, or are we men folks just naturally dumb? Which is it?
Whatever. We don't seem to be able to win. I mean, when you're logical, they get emotional. When you try to appeal to their feelings, they accuse you of trying to manipulate them.
Oh, yeah. I wish we knew how.
Whatever happened to the days when the simple truth was enough?
You know, I think that was a little before my time.
You know, I'm only looking for a few straight answers here. Why should I have to play a game to find them? Where is it written that men and women can't...
I was just going to make a turkey sandwich.
Okay, you're not bothering us.
Well, how come when you saw me come in and you suddenly got real quiet?
I just think we just ran out of words to say. Didn't we?
Yeah, well, it was just a natural pause in the conversation.
Yes.
Right in the middle of your sentence?
Mm-hmm. Why don't you go fix your snack?
I can't wait till I grow up and I can keep secrets from kids, too.
Oh, what a great pair. I mean, we can't even put one over a young child. I mean, no wonder women make total fools of us.
Yeah, and yet we keep coming back for more. So tell me, Robert, what's the next round on the Clayton Scorpio battle?
Well, I think I'm out for the count. However, I don't have a towel to throw in.
I think if you had one, you probably wouldn't. I know you better than that. No, I think no matter how many mysterious women come along, you'll still let them use you as a doormat.
Well? She'll talk to you.
Good, then tell her to get out here.
Only if you can discuss this calmly and objectively, and apparently you can't.
Look, when I require knowledge as to how to look after one of the clients, I'll phone you.
You have to put on kid gloves or she doesn't come out, okay?
Are you okay? Look, I'm sorry if I drew any unfair or you drew any unfair conclusions as to what I learnt in New York. I didn't mean to imply that you had any ulterior motives here. I apologize. Can we talk about this further?
Well, I'd like that. But not here. Is there someplace we can talk?
Absolutely. I think that means we're going. I want to thank you both for inviting us.
Yes, it was just what I needed. Thank you for having me.
Oh, good. I'm glad you had a nice time, and I hope the discussion proves to be relaxing and all that you intended it to be. And...
Good night, too.
Good night.
Yep.
Mine too?
Yes.
Listen, give Robin a big kiss and a hug from me.
Oh, I will. Mm-hmm. Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, and tell her I'm working on having one less secret.
Mm-hmm.
What's that about secrets?
I think they've fallen for each other, you know.
Did he say something?
No, he didn't have to say anything. Total stranger could say it. I think she feels the same way. I mean, how else could he work her up the way he did?
You're right. Anything will go anywhere, though.
Why, because of this investigation?
Yeah, I mean, whatever way you look at it. Her involvement with Herbert Quartermaine is kind of suspicious, and he still has to regard her as some kind of a murder suspect before he can think of her in any other way.
I suppose even the strongest relationship could crumble under circumstances like that.
If they'd met under different circumstances, perhaps they would have stood a chance, but as it is, she's up to her neck in it.
I only have a few moments left.
Nonsense. You'll be around for a long time.
Let me speak, thank you. I have one final request.
Anything, Father.
Yes, I want my body cremated immediately after I pass away.
You can have yourself burned at the stake for all I care.
Edward. Edward, show a little respect.
Oh, why should he start now? And when I say immediately, I mean it. I don't want my body lying around after my soul is gone.
I wouldn't be in any hurry to rush after my soul where you're going. I understand they're having a heat wave down there.
Stop! My only regret is there isn't time to cut you out of my will.
Father, we could call our lawyer over right away.
Oh, no, it's too late for that.
Oh, it's just not fair. Herbert has so much to live for. Why does he have to be taken from us now?
Well, he's not doing an awful lot to help himself. Won't you let us call an ambulance?
Oh, I appreciate your concern, Monica. It's quite unusual coming from your side of the family.
Well, so you will let us help you?
Perhaps the hospital would be a good idea.
Daddy!
Herbert.
May he rest in peace.
Get you the bathroom.
It's funny about this.
What do you mean?
Well, his death. Doesn't it strike you as puzzling?
Why?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I think he ought to have an autopsy.
Why?
Well, to find out just exactly how he died.
The man had a brain tumor. We've known for weeks that it was going to kill him.
I'm just glad that he passed on peacefully.
Yes, Herbert had very little pain at the end. We should all be so fortunate.
What do we do now?
I'll take full responsibility. You going to sign the death certificate? Yes, and take care of the cremation.
Well, Father's already made the arrangements.
Yes, I know. I have all the information and the phone number.
I suppose we have to carry out his wishes. Dr. Wallace, would you please contact the crematorium immediately, and if my father wanted a speedy disposal, he's going to get it. Come on, darling.
I must be seeing things.
Oh, you mean me?
Yeah. Aren't you Andy Matthews?
Yeah.
Hey, it's a real pleasure meeting you, man. I've been a fan of yours for years.
Thanks a lot.
Listen, my name's Angel. I run this place for Duke.
Oh, yeah? Well, you're just the man I need to talk to.
Hey, let me buy you a drink. I mean, I feel I owe you after all the pleasure you've given me, huh?
No thanks. Listen, I'm looking to play some bets.
Here?
Yeah, you take action here, don't you?
No way.
Wait a minute, this is a Scotsman's place, right?
Yeah. I mean, Duke is Scottish. But there's no betting in this club. I mean, we ran a little pool once for spare change. But, pal, that's history. I mean, if you want to bet, you got to go to Atlantic City.
I was kind of hoping to do it on a slide.
Hey, I'm sorry. Now, how about that beer, courtesy of the house? What do you say?
No thanks, maybe later.
Okay, you got it.
I understand you're looking for the Scotsman.
Yeah, that's right. You know where I can find him?
You just did.
You're the Scotsman.
That's my DBA, doing business as. But the real name is Carruthers.
I'm Andy Matthews.
Oh, I know. Seen you play many times. Won a lot of money on you, too.
Well, I'm hoping to do the same for myself. So why don't you use your real name around here?
Well, as you already heard, Lavery's keeping kind of a low profile here. He doesn't want anybody to know I'm making book in the penthouse.
I want to lay down a bet on my team for this game coming up.
Oh, Wednesday night. That's going to be a big game. I think they're televising it, which is pretty unusual midweek.
Yeah, the whole season could come down to this one game. My whole future rests on it.
Have you seen the Vegas line?
Doesn't look good, does it?
Oh, it's horrible. It's 10-1 against you guys. You know something that the experts don't?
I know that I'm going to put on the performance of my life. If I do, you win.
So how much are you prepared to lose?
25 grand. Now listen, if that's a bit too steep for you, I'll find somebody who can handle it.
No, hold on. I'm not about to turn down an easy 25,000. You want to go upstairs and make this official?
After you.
Scorpio? Miss? What'll you have?
I'll have a glass of white wine, please.
All right. You wouldn't have any Aussie beer here, would you?
In the Scottish pub?
I had to ask. Listen, I'll have some of that pommy stuff, all right?
Okay, you got it.
Now, where were we?
Right where we started.
Look, I'm a detective. Now, I accumulate evidence, I sift through it, I dispense with the junk. Then I make a decision.
Based on fact, not fiction.
Always. It's no secret that I guess I'm rather fond of you. That's not going to stop me from busting my back to find out what's going on over at the Quartermaine mansion. And you've got to understand why you might be under suspicion, along with everybody else in that house.
Look, I'll only say what I've said before. Until you brought it up, I never heard a word about any deal between Bertie and my father. All I know is that Bertie's been like a father to me. I can't tell you how it hurts to see him tormented by those vultures he calls family.
Well, their opinion of you is no less flattering.
Well, it's obvious we are not going to clear up this disagreement tonight. But one of these days, you'll know I'm telling the truth.
I hope so.
So do I. For both our sakes. I care about you, too. What kind of future can there be if there's no trust?
Here we go.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Yeah. Well, here's to better tomorrow.
And to trust.
To trust. Lila, what's wrong? What's happened?
Autumn, I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, it's not Bertie.
Yes, Autumn, he died a few hours ago.
Oh,
Murder?
No, natural causes.
You sure?
Of course we're sure. My father's brain tumor finally proved too much for him, that's all.
Where's the body? I'd like to see it.
It's too late.
Too late? What's that supposed to mean?
It means that it's been taken to the crematorium.
Already?
My father's last wish was that he be cremated immediately upon passing.
He must have been still warm.
Well, we should show a little respect to my father.
I'm not the one that couldn't wait to get rid of him.
Now, listen.
Listen, I don't like this. I don't like any of it. It stinks, in fact. Now, where's the number to the crematorium?
It's on the pad right there by the phone.
Yes, it's Robert Scorpio here. I'm calling about the very recently deceased Herbert Quartermaine. That's right. I don't suppose at this point you've gotten around... That fast, eh? Yes, I'm aware of what he requested. That'll be all, thank you. I have never heard of anything like this happening in such a short period of time.
Well, what else can I tell you, Mr. Scorpio? My father simply didn't want to be a burden to the rest of his family.
It is true, Robert. He insisted on being cremated as soon as possible.
I don't like it.
Well, it wasn't your body.
I don't like any of it. In fact, this whole thing stinks.
What were you calling now?
The police.
Everything.
Yeah, everything.
Good night.
Good night, Sleep tight.
Don't let the cranberries by.
Oh, very funny, very funny.
How seasonal is this time?
Seasonal. Face the door, face the door.
Brush your teeth, brush your teeth.
What a day.
It's not quite over yet, is it?
Tell me there's some other Scottish tradition I've forgotten.
So happens, very important.
Oh, dare I ask?
It's all very well celebrate family gatherings and lots of crowds, but there's one thing to celebrate in private.
What might that be?
I thought you might ask. Well, it's kind of difficult to put it into words. Maybe I could demonstrate.
I hope I see it.
First of all, we've got to turn the lights down. And then we have to get out there.
Nothing I can do.
No. It's my turn. I do promise you will enjoy it.